prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. The Browns get back to 500 at 2-2 with the victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they've reached halftime, all tied. 17-all is the score. We saw a solid first half out of the man from Tulane, Tyjae Spears. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams.
Certainly a tightly
to
contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. 1st and 10. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Taking off. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Singletary now on 1st and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now this time they'll look to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense and Tyjae Spears getting ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. On the ground, it's Singletary. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It is 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And he's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants.
It's just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The Giants will line up for this.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. They'll begin with a zone read. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here is the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. He does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. There's that man again. Another catch.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for the New York Giants.
Slayton is the man in motion.
The 35-yard line.
Now a handoff to Singletary. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. That's a 41-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Intended for Devin Singletary.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
They'll stay on the ground with Spears. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 1st down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Singletary. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They face second down and 7. On second down, it's Singletary. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Singletary. A short gain there to about the 22. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd down and 8. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Singletary. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll get this complete. That's Isaiah McKenzie. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Slot man in motion left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, New York. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point is up and through. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Titans offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down, up past the 35.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here comes the screen to Spears. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Quick throw here is complete. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Moving the tight end right. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air one more time. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The crowd at MetLife on their feet for third down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Again, it's Singletary. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. John Runyon, the guilty party. They run here with Singletary. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. On third down, here's Singletary. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Returnable from the 17. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. He'll drop to throw. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll again get it to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Here's second down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.